Okay, let's take a look at this problem. We got h of t is equal to sine of arc cosine t is equal to square root of 1 minus t squared. Why? Well, if we look at sine of arc cosine t, we'll set what's inside the parentheses equal to a variable like p. So we got p is equal to arc cosine. Okay, I did leave a c out of that. T. Then we can take cosine of both sides. So cosine p is equal to cosine of arc cosine of t. Now cosine and arc cosine cancel each other. Excuse me. Cosine is equal to t, but I'll put that in fraction form, t over 1. Now remember, cosine is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. So if I were to draw this, if this is p, adjacent would be t, and hypotenuse would be 1. And this is unknown. This will be our opposite side. Well, we have our Pythagorean theorem. So we'll have this side squared, t squared, that's our adjacent squared, plus our opposite squared is equal to our hypotenuse squared. So we'll have t squared plus opposite squared is equal to 1. I'll take t squared over, so we got 1 minus t squared. And then we drop our squared and we put a square root around the other side. Now we don't worry about the plus or minus because you can't have a negative distance. Okay, now that's just working with what's inside the parentheses. Now we're going to look at the outside, which is sine. And sine is equal to opposite over hypotenuse. So we're going to have square root of 1 minus t squared over hypotenuse, which is 1. Which simply gives us this right here. Okay, now to take the derivative of that, which I think is what you're doing. Yeah, taking derivative. We never want radicals, so we'll immediately rewrite this as 1 minus t squared to the 1/2 power, because that's what square root means. Now this is a chain rule, so take our power, put it out in front. What's inside the parentheses remains as is. We'll lower our power by 1 times the derivative of what's inside the parentheses. So we'll have 1/2 and then 1 minus t squared. 1/2 minus 1 is negative 1/2 times the derivative of 1 drops away. The derivative of negative t squared is negative 2t. Put this all into a single fraction. We got negative 2t up on top. This 2 is already in the denominator, so it stays there. And this negative power we take down here. So this becomes 1 minus t squared to the positive 1/2. 2's would cancel. We've got negative t over. Do they change that back to square root? Yeah, they do. Put this back into square root form, and that's the square root of 1 minus t squared. And that would be our answer.